Yalta has the ambition to realize the transition towards sustainable food systems driven by youth through agroecology businesses. The caravan was therefore timely and strategic in equipping the 40 young people aboard with practical knowledge, skills and approaches through peer-to-peer exchanges and strategic field exposure visits to learn real-life experiences of successful and scalable agroecological business models. It is critical for youth to be part and parcel of the identification of issues and design of corresponding solutions that support the emergence of flourishing market for agroecological products through an increased number of youth applying agroecological principles.
What we expect out of this historic National Youth and Agroecology Caravan is to make sure that we strategically expose the young people to agroecology business models. This is a memorable event because we appreciate that the young people really have a limitation to exposure to various successful farms. So I think it is an opportunity for Ugandan young people to have such a caravan where they visit various farms and see how the successful models in the agroecology business can really be demonstrated, so that they are better able to come back and improve on what they are already doing, because they are already champions in what they are doing. But then how do they translate what they are doing into an agroecology kind of business?
As Yalta, the ambition is realizing the transition towards sustainable food systems and solid business opportunities for young people, and we are going to push that agenda. We didn't start just this year, it started in 2020, and it's for 3 years, so just mark that, it's 3 years, it's not forever. So we want the 3 years to make a difference.
I got excited on learning that a team of 40 youth from different parts of Uganda would be embarking on a 5-day caravan learning journey aimed at exposing them to successful agricultural business founded on agroecology principles inside Uganda.
We as the youth, we need to find somewhere where we fit. For example, if you went to a farm, you could not be having knowledge in keeping cattle, right? But you could be having knowledge in growing vegetables or mushrooms or vermiculture, which is the growing of worms. So as the youth, you can engage yourself in one of those enterprises and still get money.
I think from a private sector perspective, it would be important for the young people to know that much as they have these amazing ideas, we would like to encourage them to first start by understanding what the market actually wants.
The agriculture sector remains the mainstay of Uganda's economy, providing bulk of food, feed and raw materials for the local markets. The sector employs more than 65% of the working population, of which 63% are youth. Most of these youth reside in rural areas where agriculture is the major economic activity. However, despite the fact that 77% of Uganda's population is young, youth in Uganda have not fully embraced agriculture because of a number of reasons, including lack of collateral to access credit facilities from financial institutions, which will boost their business's potential.
I would like to urge the youth, you are just 40 of you, and you have had a lot of exposure, and we want you to put into practice. Knowledge is very good. It's good that you have acquired a lot of knowledge in the past 5 days, but it's not good enough. It's knowledge that is acted upon that is going to make a difference. So we call upon all of you to make sure that you do go back and do something. Don't go back and sit with that knowledge. Share it, put the learnings into practice, and that's how we are going to change agricultural systems to make them more agroecological in Uganda.
From the testimonies we've had from the youth who participated in the caravan, the objective of the week was achieved. One of them did mention, it was the part of the panel, that they have got now the motivation. They are inspired. Some of them even are considering resigning the white-collar jobs they are doing now to get into agriculture or farming. What an interesting statement to hear from you young people of this country.
The caravan was well planned. It has been more of a learning point for us as the youth. It has been more of an interaction and networking opportunity for us.
I feel excited. There is much I have already learned. I went to St. Jude. You can imagine I saw so many concepts that I can work on to improve our site for better youth engagement.
When I was at Kwagara, there were different segments, but what was very key there was the marketing tool. We really learned that before investing in a farming activity, there is a need to have market first, such that you can have financial implication at the end of the day.
For the Goody Farm so far, the leisure part of it is a new experience for us. We normally know agroecology or agriculture as youth. We see it as a boring enterprise, but today it has been fun. You know, it is learning with leisure and enjoyment and having fun on the farm. It is so far enjoyable.
My objectives and expectations as to I came to Yalta have been met throughout the caravan. The symposium was beneficial to the youth because it was interactive, hearing from the government, the non-stakeholders, and the involvement of youth physically, because most of the times we are not engaged, we are just left out. But for this symposium, we have been engaged practically.
My message to the young generation, to the youth, is that agroecology is the way to go. And let them keep practicing it, but also mind their friends, their fellow farmers, their fellow youth. Let them learn the methods and everything concerning conserving of the environment.